Ok, stasera parliamo di veicoli. Okay, so it's been two lessons we've been talking about road and classification of road. So tonight we're going to talk about vehicles. Ok, anche questa lezione è molto importante. It's very, very important you guys follow. And if there is anything you don't understand, you just stop me. Okay. And I'll be glad to answer you. Okay. So let's start by giving definitions of what is a vehicle. So can someone tell us in its own words what a vehicle is? Cos'è un veicolo? What do you think a vehicle is? Cos'è un veicolo?
Buonasera.
Buonasera. Chi è appena entrata? Sto chiedendo la definizione di un veicolo. Cos'è un veicolo per te?
È un mezzo di trasporto.
Ok, so it's a means of transport, va bene. Anche l'aereo è un mezzo di trasporto. Anche la nave.
Vabbè. Veicolo, posso dire che sarà un mezzo di trasporto guidato da una persona e a quattro ruote? No, cioè a quattro ruote non solo, però. Dai, diciamo.
No, ma ci siamo comunque. Almeno a me piace quando uno dà una vaga idea o comunque con le sue parole ci dà la definizione. Comunque bravissimo. Ok, so you're saying
Okay.
a vehicle. Okay, you want to try? Okay.
Let me try. Vehicle, vehicles with engine or without engine.
This is general. The question is general, so he's not talking about if it's without engine or with engine. Vehicles in general. Okay. Well, let's move on else waste time. So without wasting much time, okay. The definition of vehicle is it's un qualsiasi macchina, okay. So any machine, okay, with engine or without, lasciamo stare, volante su strada, guidata dall'uomo. Okay, so it's any machine with or without engine, which we can find on our roads, and it is being driven by human, ok? E guidata dall'uomo. Questa è la definizione di veicolo, definizione generale. Ok. Poi, we have two categories of vehicles. So the vehicles are divided into two. So we have veicoli senza motore. When we say motore, we mean the engine. E poi veicoli con motore. Ok, so we have them two, veicoli senza motore e veicoli con motore. Okay, so we'll start by looking at example or what we intend by vehicles without engine, some of them, okay? So here we have what we call veicolo a braccia. Veicolo a braccia, we call it veicolo a braccia because it is being pulled with your hands. Okay, braccia, when we say braccia in italiano, we mean your arm. Ok, con le mani, come le mani, ok. Quindi abbiamo il veicolo a braccia, abbiamo veicolo a trazione animale. Veicolo a trazione animale means the vehicle is being pulled by an animal. Okay, so here we can see there is a horse pulling this man on a carriage, but it can be a donkey pulling the person, it can be a camel, okay? So if that vehicle is being pulled by an animal, we call it veicolo a trazione animale, okay? And then we have what we know or classical bicicletta, that's the bicycle, okay? This is also a kind of bicycle with two seats, we call it tandem. Okay, so all these are veicoli senza motore. They are without engine. Okay, so if you see veicoli senza motore, we are talking about this type of vehicle. Sometimes in Italiano, they won't write senza, they will write sprovvista. Okay, veicolo sprovvisti di motore. Sprovvisti means without. Okay, so these are our vehicles with senza motore, or our vehicles without engine. Okay, and then we move on to now our vehicles with engine. The first vehicle we are going to talk about is our ciclomotore. Okay, and now I have placed some images there of ciclomotore. Okay, ciclomotore by definition are vehicles with engine. Ok, quindi si dice veicolo a motore with 2 or 3 tires. Ok, con un motore termico di cilindrata non superiore a 50 centimetri cubi. What do we mean? Okay, we mean ciclomotori are vehicles with 2 or 3 tires. Okay, so their tires are 2 in this case here. This other case here. Or 3 tires, like this case under here. Okay, con una cilindrata del motore. When we say cilindrata del motore, we mean the engine size, okay? Not more than 50 centimeters cube. And also a maximum speed of 45. Ok, quindi una velocità non superiore a 45 km all'ora. Okay, so these ciclomotori, their maximum speed is 45 and their maximum engine capacity is 50. Ok, se andiamo a vedere cos'è una cilindrata, ok? Engine capacity are being measured by their cylinder, ok? So qua ogni cylinder, ogni cilindro. Someone asking a question? No. Ogni cilindro ha un diametro e una altezza o una lunghezza. So based on the diameter, okay, the diameter and also the height of this cylinder, we know the size, okay, the size of the engine. So that's how we measure the size of an engine. To say that an engine is 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 2.0, 2.5, 3.0. When you hear those words, this is what they mean. They mean the size, okay, the actual size of this cylinders in the engine. Okay, so if you take this engine, for instance, this is classical engine with 4-cylinder, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have the V8 or the V6 having 6-cylinder or what do you call it? 8-cylinder. Okay, and the size of that cylinder all joined together is what gives us the engine capacity. Okay, so when we talk about cilindrata, ok, quando parliamo di cilindrata, stiamo parlando di quando parliamo di cilindrata, stiamo parlando della taglia o della grandezza del motore. Okay, so it means the engine should not have a size or a capacity of more than 50 centimeters cube. Okay, so this is the meaning of cilindrata. Because we would know now that when we go and talk about ciclomotori, okay, ciclomotori instead have an engine capacity more than 50 centimeters cube. Motociclo should be below, okay, but ciclomotori should be below, but motociclo should be above. Okay, so this is the difference between one and the other. Okay, and also motociclo have just 2 tires. Okay, hanno solo 2 ruote. Okay, and also their speed, they can go more than 45 kilometers per hour. These are big engine motorcycles. Okay, quelli sono i motocicli. So we have to know the difference between ciclomotore and motociclo is very, very important. Okay, it's very, very important. Sometimes we try to jump into conclusion. You see ciclomotore, you don't even think of what it is. Or you see motociclo, you don't even think of what it is. But tonight, at least we are trying to make you know the difference, okay? Because they are not the same. Ciclomotore is not the same as motociclo, ok? Quindi prendiamo nota. Questo non è uguale a questo, ok? Bon. Domande? Questions? Se non ci sono domande andiamo avanti. Ok, poi abbiamo il triciclo a motore. Ok, anche qui il triciclo a motore si dice che è un veicolo a motore con 3 ruote simmetriche con una cilindrata superiore a 50 cm3 e una velocità superiore a 45 km/h. Okay, so triciclo a motore, the only thing you need to know is it has 3 symmetric ties, okay, and then it has an engine capacity more than 50 cm3, and also it can go more than 45 km/h. Okay, so it's also differentiates itself from ciclomotore. Okay, so it's ciclomotore that needs to be below 50 in terms of engine capacity. All the others, motociclo and triciclo, can go more than 50 cm3. Okay, è chiaro?
Okay.
Okay. Poi,
Please, can I ask?
Certo.
Okay, that's quadricycle motor. Okay, I understand my question now.
no, ask.
Okay.
If there's something I'm not
No,
clear.
I was asking, leggere and not leggere. Then I think I have realized that it's
wait.
quadricycle
Okay.
motor.
Ok. That's
Okay, no,
giustamente.
Yeah.
Ci arriviamo. Ok. Adesso andiamo qua, quadricicli a motore. Okay, this is also very, very important. And it sometimes tend to confuse, but it shouldn't. Okay. Quadriciclo a motore. Okay. The name quadr comes from quattro. Okay. Like quadro. Quadro so it's like square. Oh, yeah. Something quadrato is square. 4 sides. Okay. So quadriciclo means it has 4 ties. If you look at this image here, it has 4 ties. The image below also have 4 ties. Okay. Sono veicoli a 4 ruote con motore di potenza non superiore a 15 kW. So, for definition, or by definition, quadricicli a motore are vehicles with engine with a maximum power not more than 15 kilowatt. Okay, so this is per definition of quadricicli. And in this quadricicli, we divide them into 2 categories. We have quadricicli leggeri and quadricicli non leggeri. When we say leggeri, we mean lightweight. Okay, that thing is not heavy. And when we say it's not heavy, it means it's heavy. Sorry. If we say it's not light, then it means it's heavy. So non leggeri means it's a bit heavy. Okay, they could have wrote quadricicli leggeri e quadricicli pesante. That would have been much more clear. But they said quadricicli, which are lightweight, and quadricicli not lightweight. Okay, so it's almost the same thing. Here, let's go and understand what quadricicli leggeri are, or how can we identify quadricicli leggeri. Okay. Quadricicli leggeri, if they are opened like this, si dice carrozzeria aperta. Okay, so they are open like this. Their maximum power shouldn't go be more than 4 kilowatts. Okay. And if they are closed like this, their potenza massima or their maximum power shouldn't go more than 6 kilowatts. Okay, so this is the definition of quadricicli leggeri. All the rest, or all the others, are considered to be quadricicli non leggeri. Attention, or there is also the barrier or the border that in all, they shouldn't go beyond 15 kilowatt. So in any case, quadricicli leggeri or non leggeri should not go more than 15 kilowatt. And here we are putting the limit of the leggeri. Okay, so this is quello aperto e questo è quello chiuso. Okay, so this is the meaning, or this is the definition of quadricicli leggeri. So you just need to memorize the 4 and the 6, that if it is open, se la carrozzeria è aperta, la potenza non deve essere superiore a 4 kW, oppure se la carrozzeria è chiusa non deve essere superiore a 6 kW. Solo quello. And that's the leggeri. The non leggeri is all the others, all the rest. Okay, so if we know that quadricicli leggeri, aperta, potenza massima, potenza max, 4 kilowatt, and then chiusa,
Say.
6 kilowatt. Okay. And what is the border for all quadricicli?
It not go up to 15 kilowatt.
So the maximum for all quadricicli in general is 15. Tutti quadricicli. Tutti quadricicli. Potenza meno di 15 kilowatt. Should be less than 15 kilowatt. Okay. Okay, so meaning if I want to identify a quadriciclo non leggero, because this was the leggero, this one here is leggero, okay? Questo è leggero, la categoria del leggeri. Okay, so if I have uno aperto, okay, for instance, I'm asking the class, someone should give me an example of quadriciclo non leggero aperta in terms of potenza. Quadriciclo non leggero aperta. Questo è leggero. This is simple mathematics, okay? So this one is the leggero. Okay, so we want to find out which are the non-leggero. Someone should help me. First, we start from aperta. See, dimmi.
No, Jello is up to 6 kilowatt.
I want a specific answer.
Answer.
If you tell me, if you tell me non-leggero is up to 6 kilowatt, you've not answered my question and you are not saying anything for me. This is leggero.
So you want the definition before?
I don't want. I want an example of quadriciclo non leggero. Which potenza should that have? Example.
Quadriciclo leggero is it have 4 types. Okay.
Aperta.
Aperta 5, chiuso 7.
Brava, bravissima. Ok, brava. Cioè, aperta, esempio di un quadriciclo non leggero aperta, ci ha detto 5. Se aperta è 5 vuol dire che e non è più leggero, è pesante. Chiusa ci serve 6. No, scusa, 7. 7. What does it mean? It means quello aperta da 5 fino a 15, per esempio, from 5 up to 15, non leggere, la chiusa da 7 fino a 15 sempre non leggero. Capito, Rauf? That's what I wanted. Okay, because by definition, we define one and then the other is obvious. Because 15 is still the limit for everything. Okay. And the leggero, if it's open, should go up to 4. If it's closed, should go up to 6. So all the others are non leggero. Quindi questo è non leggero. Chiaro? Per tutti?
Sì.
Mm? No, don't be shy, deve essere chiaro questo. Non ci sono tante domande su quadricicli nel quiz, anche all'esame io vedo poche domande che chiedono. Se chiedono su quadricicli normalmente it's related to license, which license, bla bla bla. Però è importante che noi capiamo questa roba qua. Ok? Ok. Va bene, andiamo avanti. Adesso parliamo degli autoveicoli. Ok. Autovehicles. Anche qua, autoveicoli per definizione sono veicoli a motore con almeno, when we say almeno, we mean at least, ok? Con almeno 4 ruote, excluding quadricicli. So, excluding what we just saw. So, quadricicli are not included in autoveicoli, even though they have 4 tires. Because this has 4 tires, this has 4 tires. But when we are defining autoveicoli, we exclude this quadricicli. Okay, so it's very, very important. In the quiz, sometimes they will tell you sono veicoli a motore, blah, 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 inclusi quadricicli. Okay, that's false. It should be excluded. Quadricicli are not part of autoveicoli. Okay, so autoveicoli, you can find autobus, autovettura, that's a normal car. Here we have autocaravan. We have an autoarticolato, macchina operatrice, autocarro. Okay, all these are under category of autoveicoli, anche le macchine agricole. Ok, bon, adesso li vediamo uno a uno. Iniziamo con le autovetture. Ok, l'autovettura hanno 4 ruote, anche quelli, destinato al trasporto di persone, con al massimo 9 posti, compreso quello del conducente. Ok, so autovettura is a car, okay, what we normally call car. Cars are vehicles with 4 tires, okay, which are used to transport people, persone, con a maximum of 9 seats, including that of the driver. Okay, so anything more than 9 seats is no longer considered autovettura, but is considered to be autobus. Okay, so if you have a 10 seat, 11 seat, 12 seat, 13 seat, whatever seat, we are no longer talking of autovettura, but we are now talking of autobus. Ok? E questo è molto molto importante che lo sappiamo. Ok? Quindi questo semplice la definizione di autovettura. Obviously, we are all here to obtain our license to enable us to drive autovettura. Ok? So the cars. Abbiamo l'autobus, ok? Autobus, veicolo per trasporto pubblico di persone with more than 9 seats, including that of the driver. So this has many or a lot of seats. And it can be used for...
Scusi, esco un attimo perché non sento niente, non sento l'audio, quindi esco, rientro un attimo.
Ok. Ok, noi andiamo avanti. Comunque sì, può essere o possono essere destinate al trasporto urbano. Okay, so it can be used for urban transport, trasporto extraurbano, ok? E poi anche il trasporto turistico, uso turistico. I don't know if you guys heard what happened yesterday. I think yesterday or the day, I think yesterday. A tourist bus fell at Venezia, Mestre, and I think more than 21 people died. That's a tragedy. Yeah, so yeah, I think it happened yesterday. Right after lesson, I checked my phone and the news was in. Ok. Poi abbiamo l'auto snodato. Anche l'auto snodato è sotto categoria di autobus. Ok, so anything when we'll be doing segnali di divieto, if c'è divieto di transito per gli autobus, comprende anche gli autosnodati. Okay, so this word also is very important. Autosnodato is that joint buses. Okay, so our articulated bus or joint bus is what we call autosnodato. Okay, so yeah, this is autobus. So anything more than 9 seats is autobus, and you need a different license. You don't need your patente B anymore, but you need patente D, okay, to ride on autobus. Poi autocaravan, ok? L'autocaravan sono attrezzati, ok, o sono equiparati, o anzi equipaggiati per consentire il trasporto e l'alloggio di persone, ok? Quante persone può contenere si trova sul libretto o sulla carta di circolazione, ok? So this motor vans or motor cars, okay, they are dedicated to transport, okay, and also to give hospitality to people, okay, and the number of people it can host is found on your libretto, okay. And attenzione, they are not rimorchi, they are not trailers, they don't need any car to trade them, because by themselves compressively they already have engine, they have everything, so they pull themselves, okay, because we'll go and see the other one, which is called roulotte, okay, or caravan. And caravan instead needs, okay, to be trailed or to be pulled by any auto vehicle, okay. So caravan, you need to trail it. So that's the difference between caravan and auto caravan. This is auto caravan, it's a car on its own, and this is caravan. Okay, caravan needs help from someone else. Okay, it needs help from a vehicle to pull it. Ok, qua si dice caravan sono rimorchi con targa attrezzati per l'alloggio solo con veicolo fermo e non mentre si viaggia. Ok, so a differenza dell'autocaravan, which you can stay inside this part, maybe you can even sleep while someone else is driving. Okay, in the situation of caravan, no one is allowed inside here whilst it's being pulled. È vietatissimo, okay. Sometimes in the quiz they'll tell you it is allowed if only you wear your seatbelt. It's false. Okay, it's not allowed. Even animals are not supposed to be inside here whilst it's being pulled, because this situation is a bit dangerous, okay, because there are some situations whereby it tends to be unstable and stuff, okay, and if something happens, emergency issues and stuff, we wouldn't want to have people here, because the car is much more safer and stronger even than this part here, which is the caravan, okay. And sometimes this is also subjected to some assault and stuff in curves, and it's also subject to high lateral winds, strong lateral winds, okay. So it's not something that's safe. It becomes safe once the car stops and then the caravan parks and you want to have picnic or you want to sleep inside and stuff, okay. But whilst it's traveling, it's not that safe, okay. So yeah, this is the difference between these two words, caravan and auto caravan, okay. So here also, when we are doing the quiz, we should be very careful, read it well, try to have understood the difference or what we are talking about, if you are talking about caravan or we are talking about auto caravan, okay. Ok, poi andiamo a vedere i rimorchi e semi-rimorchi, ok. First rimorchio is our caravan, okay. Rimorchi and semi-rimorchi are vehicles without engine. Okay, so this one is without engine, this one is without engine. That's why you need someone else to pull him. Destinati a essere trainati dai autoveicoli tramite opportuni sistemi di traino. Okay, so they have some system that helps and able them to be pulled by auto vehicles. Okay, so obviously they don't have engine, so they don't have exhaust pipe. Okay, but they have braking system. This is very, very important. Okay, so in sometimes in the quiz they'll tell you they don't have braking system as well as force. Okay, they also they have tires, so their tires need to be equipped with brakes. Okay, so this have braking system. They have braking systems. Okay, so what is the difference between remorquio, semi-remorquio? Okay, remorquio is this one here, the stream left, and then the stream right. Also, our caravan is remorquio. This here in the middle is semi-remorquio. We call it semi-remorquio because si dice che scaricano una parte del loro peso su trattore stradale. Okay, a part of their load falls on the vehicle pulling them. Okay, if you look at the situation of caravan, okay, the car pulling it is here, and the load or the caravan or the trailer is also behind him. Okay, but in the situation of semi-remorquio, this part here falls on the head that will come and pull it. Okay, so vedremo, questo qua è quello che si chiama trattore stradale. This head here, when it's alone, we call it trattore stradale. So the semi-remorquio will come and fall on it, and then it forms what we call auto-articolato. That's this one, what we normally say articulator. Ok, quindi questo è per questo che si chiama semi-rimorchio, che non si chiama rimorchio. Ok, questo è un po' la definizione o le differenze. Poi macchine agricole, it goes by the name agricultural machinery. Okay, there's no magic here, there's not much to say here. Ok, cos'è che possiamo dire? Che sì, ci sono macchine agricole semoventi, that they move by themselves, and we have agricultural machinery also that needs to be pulled by maybe other tractors. Okay, and they can have ties, or they can have what they call in italiano cingoli. Ok, questi sono i cingoli, it's a kind of chain. Ok, e queste sono le ruote, le gomme. Ok, quando hanno le gomme, la loro velocità massima è 40 km all'ora. I think yesterday someone asked that question. E quando hanno i cingoli, la velocità massima è 15 km all'ora. Ok, questo è quello che bisogna sapere sulle macchine agricole, e si possono guidare con la patente A1 e A2 e anche la A. Ok, vabbè, anche la patente B puoi usarlo per guidarli. Ok, la macchina agricola, macchine operatrici. Ok, macchine operatrici is similar to macchine agricole. Okay, so they also there's our excavators and these graders and this stuff, which are used normally for road construction. Okay, so yeah, these are at least for our quiz the types of vehicles we have. Ok, quindi ricapitolando, abbiamo iniziato a parlare dei ciclomotori, anzi veicoli senza motore. Okay, and we said they are this. We talked about ciclomotore. What you need to know here important is the maximum speed limit and also the maximum engine capacity. Speed limit is 45, the engine capacity o la cilindrata del motore is 50 centimeters cube. Okay, motociclo is above 50 centimeters cube, and then it can travel at a speed more than 45. Okay, anyway, this motorbike is mine. No, it's no longer mine, it was mine. Okay. Ok. Poi triciclo a motore. abbiamo detto they have three symmetric ties, okay, and they also have an engine capacity more than 50 centimeters cube, and then maximum speed limit more than 45. Okay, we talk about quadricicli a motori. We said generally their power shouldn't exceed 15 kilowatt. And then we divide them into two categories. We have the open one, the leggeri and non-leggeri. That's the lightweight and then the non-lightweight. And then we said the lightweight are divided into open and then the closed. So if they are open, their power shouldn't exceed 4 kilowatt, and when they are closed, their power shouldn't exceed 6 kilowatts. So anything above or beyond that, falling within the 15 kilowatt is quadriciclo non leggero. That's quello pesante, the heavy ones, okay? Autoveicoli are vehicles with engine with at least 4 tires. It's very, very important, excluding quadricicli, okay? So all vehicles with 4 tires or more, but excluding quadricicli, are called autoveicoli. That's a big family. So under the family of autoveicoli, we have autovettura, which are cars. And we know that for us to call them cars, they also have to have 4 tires, okay? They should be used for transport of people. That should be their job, okay? And then they should have a maximum of 9 seats, including that of the driver. So here, I put a vehicle with 9 seats here, okay? And then this is a normal car with 5 seats. Poi abbiamo l'autobus. This is just definition. We all know what is autobus is, what a bus is. Autocaravan è per il trasporto e l'alloggio di persone, ok? E attenzione, quello non sono rimorchi. The ones which are trailers or rimorchi are the caravan, che sono questi. A differenza che qua puoi stare dentro, qua non puoi stare dentro, mentre si viaggia. Poi infine rimorchi, semirimorchi, abbiamo spiegato anche questo, macchine agricole e macchine operatrici. Ok. Con questo penso che se non ci sono domande potremo andare a fare un po' di quiz. Or if anyone has a question, I'm glad to answer that question before we go and then do our quiz. If everything is clear, then we will start with our usual quiz. Okay. Okay, let me pass on to our quiz app and then we start.